What if I told you you're slowing down your own progress? You are making your progress come slower, take more time. All because you're addicted to checking your results. Instead of checking your results, instead of caring about the outputs of what you do, you should lock in and focus on the inputs. And let me explain so you can apply this to your life and make your progress come that much better, that much faster, that much more efficient. For example, these YouTube videos, I can go on the YouTube Analytics app and see, okay, I got this many views in 24 hours. Okay, this video was this much better within the first 5 hours compared to my other videos. All these analytics that are showing me which videos do best, which videos do worst. But I catch myself checking the app 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. That doesn't help me at all. Checking your results, checking your likes, checking your views, checking your comments doesn't help you at all. What would help you? Making better videos. Learning about new topics so you have more to talk about. Connecting with other YouTubers. Trying to find a collaboration. These are all inputs. Everything that will help you are inputs. It's work that you put in to your craft. Yes, you put in the work hoping to get results, but analyzing your results, checking your results 5 times a day does nothing for you but waste time. Same with investing in stocks. If you did the research, you put in the time, the effort to do all this research, came up with a game plan, and you invested your money and you're following your plan, it doesn't matter how many times a day you check it. If you check it 5 times a day, 10 times a day, the stock's moving a lot. It doesn't matter. It's going to do the same exact thing even if you don't check the results. Instead of checking it 5 times a day, check it once a week to make sure it's going according to a plan. That's all you need to do, bro. You can even check it once a month if you're a long-term investor, but these long-term investors be checking it 5 times a day because they're addicted to checking their results. You need to realize you're addicted to checking your results. You need to realize you're not putting enough time and effort into your inputs, and you need to lock down on the work you're doing, the effort you're putting into your craft, and I promise you, your progress will come that much more efficient, that much quicker, that much better. If you guys are just able to lock in on the actual work that needs to be done, instead of checking the results of the video you just posted, checking the results of the one thing you did last week, it doesn't matter. Whether this video gets 0 views, 100 views, 1,000 views, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. What builds up my personal brand? High quality content that I put out. The amount of advice that I'm able to give you guys is what builds my personal brand. How much you guys respect my advice, my thoughts, my opinions, how much my advice is able to improve your guys' life. That is what builds my personal brand. That is what leads to organic growth. 1,000 views on a video and gaining a few subscribers really does nothing for me. Sure, it would be amazing. Sure, it would be my best video. But what does that do for me? Nothing. What will help me instead of checking my results 5 times a day? Researching other topics to make more new videos on. To make better, higher quality videos with better, higher quality advice. That is what's going to improve my personal brand. And you can apply that to anything you're working on in life. If you try to make the work you're doing better, more high quality, more efficient, providing more value to other people, your progress will follow. So, really, I'm talking to myself here because I do catch myself checking the YouTube Analytics app a lot. And there's no point in doing that. I don't have enough subscribers or views to even care about the comments. I can go on once a week and reply to all the comments, right? I don't need to check it daily or multiple times a day. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. Just starting off on a side hustle, your investing account, your YouTube, your social media, whatever it may be, you're checking the results way too much and you feel productive because you're analyzing results. You're saying, okay, this video did best. Maybe I can copy this one. But in reality, you can do that by just checking once a week or once a month and get the same result. So all the other times you check throughout the day, do nothing. Do absolutely nothing for you except waste some time, waste some energy, waste some brain power. You don't want to do that. Quit caring about the results and focus on the inputs, the high quality content, the high quality product or service that people are going to talk about organically and help you grow just because you provide value. It's famously known that Joe Rogan, the #1 podcast in the world for like the last 4 or 5 years, he does not check the comments, he does not check the views, he does not check the downloads. He simply says he doesn't care. If one podcast does 1 million or 2 less views than normal, he doesn't care because he picks his guests based on who he is interested in. He's authentically having a conversation with a person just because he wants to, not because he thinks it's going to get a lot of views or a lot of likes or comments. He doesn't care about any of that. He cares about talking to the person genuinely, authentically, and having a real conversation. And if he thinks, oh, I'm interested in this, I had a good conversation, maybe other people will like it, I hit share, and that's about it. That's what it takes to build up a successful personal brand. That's what it takes to build up anything in a successful way, is to provide value that you would consume, that you would take in and have your life improve. Share that with others. Post that. Make that your business. Make that what you care about. Is providing more and analyzing less. You don't need to analyze the results. Provide more, post it, and then immediately start thinking, what else can I provide? What else can I create? What else can I produce? I hope this video helps, boys. As you can see, I'm very passionate about it. Talking to myself here. Some good advice. Some advice that will change your life if you take it, implement it, and use it long term. So please interact with the algorithm down below. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you all next time. Peace.